Fabrizio Romano. Liverpool
Breaking news.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to All Transfer News. Today we've got the latest updates on our beloved club, Liverpool. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a moment of Liverpool transfer news. Let's get started.
Fabrizio Romano. Liverpool consider new winger as transfer window continues. Liverpool eye Malik Fofana amidst prolonged Isak. Pursuit Liverpool's summer transfer plans remain in full swing, and their recruitment strategy appears both aggressive and strategic. Having already spent a staggering £260 million to strengthen Arnslot's squad, the Merseyside Giants are not showing any signs of slowing down. Their focus has now turned towards reinforcing their attacking depth, with fresh links emerging around Lions' rising star, Malik Fofana, while Newcastle United's Alexander Isak continues to top Liverpool's wish list. Belgian youngster Fofana is reportedly gaining traction within the club's scouting department. According to a report by Give Me Sport via Fabrizio Romano, Fofana has been under consideration at Anfield since early summer, but remains a secondary option, at least for now. Isak dominates headlines, but Fofana discussions simmer beneath Romano. Has clarified that Isak remains Liverpool's chief target. The priority is Isak, no question. Fofana has been internally discussed since June, but talks haven't moved beyond that stage yet. Isak, a proven Premier League goal-getter, is expected to command an astronomical fee, possibly the biggest Liverpool have ever paid. The Swedish international is seen as a statement signing, one that could redefine the club's front line following the departure of Luis Diaz. In contrast, Malik Fofana represents a different kind of investment, one focused on long-term value, rather than immediate star power. At just 20 years of age, the Lion forward showcased his growing influence last season with an impressive return of 11 goals and 6 assists. His performances have stood out even more, given Lions' inconsistent form in league. Fofana fits Richard Hughes' blueprint for the future under new sporting director Richard Hughes. Liverpool have started to lean heavily into a transfer philosophy, centered around youth, adaptability, and long-term development. Fofana, with his flair, pace, and versatility on the left flank, is a prototype for this vision. Even though Liverpool have other options like Cody Gakpo, Florian Wirtz, Hugo Ekitike, and Rio Ngumoha, Fofana offers a unique combination of creativity, speed, and positional flexibility. These traits become even more critical with Diaz's recent departure and uncertainty surrounding Darwin Nunez's future. Financial instability at Lions could also work in Liverpool's favor. The French side may be compelled to offload their prized asset, especially if a sizable offer materializes. Although Everton are also monitoring the situation, Liverpool's stature in European football and the lure of Champions League nights make Anfield a far more enticing destination. Liverpool's stance, waiting, watching, ready to pounce. So far, Liverpool haven't made any formal approach for Fofana. However, Romano's insights suggest that the situation is dynamic. With Lyon open to dialogue and Liverpool observing closely, a potential move could materialize quickly, particularly if Isak proves unattainable or more players exit Anfield. Fofana's current market value sits somewhere between €50 million and €60 million, a figure that aligns well with Liverpool's transfer outgoings. The Lusha received from DAS's sale would, in essence, cover most of the Belgians' fee. If the club senses an opportunity, expect them to test Lions' resolve before the transfer. Window slams shut. Fan view. A gamble worth taking? Among the Liverpool faithful, Malik Fofana's name inspires both curiosity and cautious hope. With a clear need for attacking reinforcements and the possibility of losing another forward in Nunez, Fofana could symbolize a new chapter at Anfield 1, driven by fresh legs, ambition, and dynamism. Supporters are aware that the Belgian is far from the finished article, but his output at Lyon, especially in a struggling side, suggests high ceiling potential. The main concern remains whether he can adapt to the high-intensity demands of English Football and Arne Slot's pressing philosophy. Tactically, Fofana could serve multiple roles. While primarily a left-sided winger, he may also find minutes on the right when Mohamed Salah is rested. Additionally, questions persist about his competition with the likes of Gakpo and Wirtz. Will he accept a rotational role, or can he stake a claim for regular starts in a newly reshaped Liverpool front line? Isak saga. Liverpool's record bid. On standby while Fofana may be under the microscope, the Alexander Isak narrative continues to dominate the headlines. Despite having a £110 million offer turned down by Newcastle United last week, Liverpool have not abandoned their pursuit of the Swedish forward. Contrary to reports suggesting that Liverpool might walk away from the deal, sources close to Mailsport insist that a renewed bid is only a matter of time. The club is waiting for Newcastle to make progress on securing a suitable replacement before returning with an improved, potentially British record-breaking offer. Newcastle, meanwhile, have reportedly made a move for RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Zako, offering £65.5 million, potentially rising to £70 million. However, the Bundesliga club is in no rush to negotiate, preferring to wait for the Slovenian international to confirm whether he prefers a move to Tyneside or Manchester United, who are also in the running. Alongside Zako, Brentford's Jon Wissa remains on Newcastle's radar. His potential arrival hinges on Brentford securing their own reinforcement up front, meaning the Magpies' readiness to sell Isak could hinge on a domino effect. Isak's quiet rebellion. Swede trains abroad amid tensions. Amid all this, Isak returned to Tyneside over the weekend after an eyebrow-raising absence. The 25-year-old spent last week using the training facilities at former club Rio Sociedad, a move reportedly made without Newcastle's approval. His actions have only fueled speculation that he and his representatives are pushing for a Liverpool switch. Newcastle boss Eddie Howe, speaking from the club's preseason tour in Seoul, admitted he learned of Isak's trip via the media. The Swede had pulled out of the tour citing a thigh injury, though his impromptu visit to Spain raised eyebrows. I only found out where he was through the media, Howe confessed. It's a tricky situation and far from ideal, but we're supporting Alex and hope to see him back in Newcastle colours. Howe also downplayed Liverpool's first offer, saying, "I was told about the bid after it was already rejected. What happens next is beyond my control, but from our point of view, the support for Alex remains." Asked whether Liverpool had unsettled the striker, Howe diplomatically replied, "It's hard to say. These things are never straightforward. We try to conduct ourselves properly, but every transfer has its own complexities." Final thoughts. One eye on Isak, another on Fofana's. The summer window hurtles toward its conclusion. Liverpool's transfer strategy remains calculated. Alexander Isak is the blockbuster move they desire, but Malik Fofana may prove the hidden gem they need. While Newcastle hold firm on Isak and negotiate with potential replacements, Fofana's situation offers a more straightforward, albeit lower profile, path to bolstering the attack. For Richard Hughes and Arne Slot, striking the